My life before Morning Star Church was really out of control. I felt like I have no control over what was going to happen in my life, and I honestly felt kind of lost. I had been living with cystic fibrosis for my entire life, and the doctors told me that I needed a double lung transplant to survive. The doctors then told me that there was only a 1% chance of finding a donor match for me. We had actually just moved to Dardenne Prairie, and we live right around the corner. So Morning Star was literally like in my backyard now. And I also had a new friend who came to Morning Star tell me about her church and how great it was. And that's how I found Morning Star. I started coming to Morning Star when I had been waiting for my double lung transplant about 2 years. And I was at a point where my disease was progressing and I was getting sicker and sicker, and I was really starting to think that I may not make it to this transplant. I loved Pastor Mike's messages. They really spoke to me, and it was something that I could really cling to and study that week. And, I was really anxious then for the next weekend to see what I was going to learn. Just a few months after I really came to Morning Star, I wanted to dive deeper. And so I started volunteering in the office and in the children's ministry, and I enrolled in a Grow class, and I hadn't been in a class at church in Sunday school like 20 years ago. So now it wasn't just the messages that spoke to me. Now it was the people that I really started developing friendships and, cared for, and people that I really felt like were sincerely praying for me and hoping that I was going to get those lungs. And then I got my family to start coming. My husband and my daughter and my mom and my aunts, they all started coming to Morning Star too. I got baptized, my daughter got baptized, and then that's when, a couple years later, I got my call, and I felt like, everyone at Morning Star had been pulling for me and praying for me, and I knew God was listening. Without this church and this church family, I could have completely missed the entire purpose for my life, which is now sharing my story with everybody and letting them see how God worked in my life.